Hey, what's up? It's Privacy J here. It's time for another Sunday's live stream. So it's been a while that I haven't done doing a Sunday's live stream for like a month lately. So I was like taking a break for the Sunday's live stream for like these type of month. But I'm just making sure what I'm having more details about it. So I'm trying to think about it in my head. So yeah, because of the schedules going on here. And do not forget, today's the 3-day Memorial Day weekend because it's the days off. For there is no schools or programs, and all that stuff. But all of you guys that will be returned on the Tuesday. So, but most likely we will. They will. All of that. So yeah. Now, right before we get to today's topics, I just want to make sure we'll have more details about it. According to what they said about so far ahead of the Brooklyn Bridge, or even even going to like a Coney Island or a Little Italy or many more places or more stuff that I've been working on because of the schedule conflict situation and all of that. And also aftermath of the I released the video of the Fido Lights of Freedom Plaza. So if you don't want to miss it, if you want to go check it out of the previous video of the after the prior of the you know it was a prior after like on March back then we did Acupunk and Astro Lumina, those previous videos. So what I did. So yeah. And plus it's almost June because it feels like summer. So yeah, if we have more details about it, so I'm gonna go give you guys a heads up that I'm working on these new contents along the way, but it depends on my phone, on my camera, the P1000. So it's right on. I have been limit on my storage because I have to at least delete few of them. So we'll get to more details about it and the hard drive, and including the new video of the live stream, what we call the series of my new MacBook Pro update will be returned next month. So I don't feel like what I'm doing. I've having time doing this on this month. So, but let's not worry about it. It depends. Let's see what I can check on my stream schedule. So I'll give you guys a heads up from it. So yeah, and plus one more thing. A special shout out to Matthew White for supporting me. What I said. For supporting me that I said about what I did, like I did on the last video about the collaboration video. So maybe I'll do it in this week or something later. So do not worry about it. I'll get to that if we get to have more details about that. So yeah. Well, but right now, anyways, let's go to today's topics about so far what we before the WWDC 2023. I'm gonna try it again. Anyways, let's go to today's topics about the. Let's try that again. Anyways, let's go to today's topics. So far, what I meant about before WWDC 2024 event. So let's do this thing through the right wheel. So yeah, then let's do this thing because according to Mark Gurman said there is no new Mac Studio and Mac Pro until mid next year, 2025. Apple will not refresh the Mac Studio and Mac Pro with the next generation and high-end chips until the middle of 2025, according to Bloomberg's Mark Gurman. Please read.
In the latest edition of his Power On newsletter, Gurman said that Apple's current schedule does not include the launch of new Mac Studio and Mac Pro models until the middle of next year. Apple last updated the Mac Studio and Mac Pro with M2 series chips at WWDC in 2023, meaning that they could go around 24 months without an update, even though the iPad Pro now contains the M4 chip. All other Macs with the exception of the MacBook Air should be available with M4 series chips by the end of 2024, but Gurman does not anticipate any new models being unveiled at WWDC in June, making 2022 and 2023 exceptions for recent mid-year Mac releases.
All right, next. Second. Okay. So yeah, next topic. Everything to expect about the M4 iMac. You may read right now.
Apple is planning to refresh the 24-inch iMac as soon as 2024, so we could see a new model with an M4 chip before the end of the year. Apple is working to overhaul the entire Mac line with AI-focused M4 chips, iMac included.
Next paragraph.
This guide includes everything we know about Apple's plans for an M4 iMac. M4 chip. The next generation 24-inch iMac is expected to get the M4 chip, which is the same chip that Apple used for the latest iPad Pro models. iMacs right now have the M3 chip, so the M4 will be a direct update.
Next paragraph.
The M4 is built on the same 3nm technology as the M3, but it is a second-generation chip with some speed and efficiency improvements. In a Geekbench benchmark test, the M4 proved to be up to 25% faster than the M3 chip, which is a notable jump in performance. The M3 had a single-core score of 3087 and a multi-core score of 11702, while the M4 had a single-core score of 3695 and a multi-core score of 14550. Apple's M4 chip has a 10-core CPU and a 10-core GPU, featuring 6 efficiency cores and 4 performance cores. There is a variant of the M4 with a 9-core CPU that Apple has used in the iPad Pro, but it is unlikely that this chip would be offered in the iMac. Other Macs will get upgraded M4 Pro, M4 Max, and M4 Ultra chips, but the 24-inch iMac is an entry-level product on par with devices like the MacBook Air, so it will only be offered with the M4 chip. Design. Apple last redesigned the iMac in 2021, and there are no signs that a new look is on the horizon. It's likely that the 2024 refresh of the iMac will focus on the internals rather than any outward-facing design changes.
Next paragraph.
The iMac is an all-in-one machine that combines a computer and a display. It measures in at just 11.5mm thick and has a slim profile that fits easily on a desktop. It comes in a range of bright colors, with a matching chin and a pastel color.
So far, we don't know of any updates coming to the iMac except for the M4 chip. So yeah. And a larger iMac. There, next paragraph.
There have been persistent rumors of a larger screened iMac that has a display that's around 30 inches in size, but that device was still in the early stages of development in mid-2023, and there is no word on when a larger iMac might come out. There is a possibility that we could see it sometime in 2025, but it won't be coming in 2024. Apple this year will stick to the 24-inch iMac, as it has done since discontinuing the 27-inch model in 2022. Release date. Back in April, Bloomberg's Mark Gurman said that the 24-inch iMac would likely see an M4 chip update around the end of the year. Apple sometimes holds events in October or November when new Macs are expected, so we could see the iMac around that time frame.
All right, next topic. Let me close it out. All right. So this year's M4 Mac Mini, what we know. Apple's working to refresh the entire Mac lineup with chips in the M4 series, and the Mac Mini could get an update as soon as late 2024. Apple is expected to skip the M3 chip, but we don't know, but going straight from M2 to M4. You may read,
This guide highlights everything that we know about the Mac Mini refresh so far. Design. Apple hasn't changed the Mac Mini design in many years, and there are no rumors of a design update coming in 2024. Apple did make the Mac Mini a little bit thicker and lighter when it was refreshed in 2023, and that same design will likely be used for the 2024 model.
all right. Next paragraph.
Apple analyst Ming-Chi Kuo said in January that the next new Mac Mini will have the same form factor design. Back in 2021, there were rumors that Apple was working on a Mac Mini with a plexiglass top and other design changes, but that device never materialized. The Mac Mini is Apple's smallest, most portable desktop machine, measuring in at 7.75 inches square and 1.41 inches thick. The Mac Mini is meant to be connected to a standalone display, keyboard, and mouse, and it does not ship with those accessories. M4 chip. The Mac Mini will be equipped with Apple's M4 and M4 Pro chips, with Apple skipping the M3 line entirely and going from M2 to M4. Apple introduced the M4 chip in the iPad Pro, and the chip is built on a second-generation 3nm technology. Compared to the M2 chip, the M4 chip offers 50% faster CPU performance and up to 4x faster rendering performance. The M4 chip features a 10-core CPU and a 10-core GPU. There is a variant of the M4 with a 9-core CPU, but Apple is unlikely to use it in the Mac Mini, instead reserving it for the iPad Pro and a future MacBook Air. There is also a more advanced 16-core neural engine, and the GPU supports hardware-accelerated ray tracing, a feature not available with the M2. According to Apple, the neural engine in the M4 chip is an absolute powerhouse for AI. We don't yet know details on the M4 Pro because that chip is not expected to come out until later this year. Release date. According to Bloomberg's Mark Gurman, the Mac Mini will be refreshed alongside the 14-inch and 16-inch MacBook Pro models in late 2024.
Okay, next topic. Apple's M4 MacBook Pro lineup, what to expect. So we'll get to that on the next MacBook Pro update for have the details about it. So we're gonna skip that. So next topic. Apple's 2025 M4 Mac Pro, what to expect. Please read.
Apple last updated the Mac Pro in June 2023, adding an M2 Ultra chip and officially completing the transition away from Intel chips. The Mac Pro uses the same M2 Ultra chip that's in the Mac Studio, leading to criticism about its lack of power.
Next.
Apple has now gone back to the drawing board and is working on an updated version of the Mac Pro that's set to come out next year. This guide highlights everything we know about Apple's Mac Pro progress. M4 chip. The next Mac Pro will have a chip that's in the M4 family, as Apple is working to update its entire Mac lineup to the M4 series across 2024 and 2025.
Next paragraph.
Bloomberg's Mark Gurman believes that Apple wants to establish a more regular Apple Silicon chip upgrade cycle that would perhaps see Mac chips refreshed on an annual basis, much like chips designed for the iPhone. Gurman says that the Mac Pro will be equipped with the highest-end version of the M4 chip, which is codenamed Hydra. Hydra is likely equivalent to an Ultra chip based on the way that Apple has differentiated its chips in the past. The Mac Pro is aimed at professional videographers, photographers, designers, and others who need significant processing power, and some Pro users are said to have been unhappy with the M2 Ultra Mac Pro. As a result, Apple is looking to make the M4 Mac Pro more powerful. All of the M4 chips will be designed with a focus on artificial intelligence, with Apple aiming to highlight the AI processing capabilities of the chips and how they'll integrate into Mac OS. Apple is adding AI features that will run solely on device to the next operating system updates, so the M4 chips will need to have a lot of compute power. Rumors suggest that the M4 chips will feature an upgraded neural engine with more cores to handle AI tasks. Unified memory. The Mac Pro could support up to 500GB unified memory, way up from the current 192GB maximum.
Next paragraph.
Will there be an M3 Mac Pro? It doesn't sound like Apple is going to bother with an M3 Ultra chip for the Mac Pro, with the company instead focusing effort on the M4 update. Design updates. The Mac Pro saw a major design update in 2019, with Apple doing away with the cylindrical, trash can look in favor of a more reserved aluminum computer tower. There were no design changes to the 2022 model when it was refreshed, and so far we've heard nothing about design changes to the upcoming M4 variant. Launch is still more than a year away though, so it's possible Apple will make some design updates, at least internally, to support M4 chip changes. Launch date. The Mac Pro is expected to be the last of Apple's Macs to get the M4 chip, and rumors suggest that it will come out in late 2025.
Yep. Next paragraph. Is the Apple's 2025 M4 MacBook Air what to expect? Someone like Apple is working to introduce a new fourth generation Apple Silicon chip across the Mac lineup. And while the first M4 Macs are coming in this year, 2024, the MacBook Air won't get it updated until 2025. And please read.
This guide highlights everything that we know about the next generation MacBook Air so far. M4 chips. The 13-inch and 15-inch MacBook Air models were just updated with M3 chips in March 2024, so it's no surprise that they're not going to be the first devices to get the M4 chip. Apple plans to wait until 2025, so there will be about a year between the M3 and M4 chip lineups.
Next paragraph.
Rumors suggest that the M4 chip will have a focus on artificial intelligence to support AI features that are coming with the next round of software updates. Most AI talk has been about iOS 18, but Apple is expected to roll out AI integrations across its platforms. The M4 chip is expected to have a neural engine with more cores, with the neural engine handling AI and machine learning tasks. The M3 chip has a 16-core neural engine. While Apple is working on M4, M4 Pro, M4 Max, and M4 Ultra chips, the MacBook Air models are expected to get only the standard M4 chip. There will likely be at least two variants of the M4, with the difference being the number of GPU cores. For the current MacBook Air, for example, the base M3 chip has an 8-core GPU, but there is also a 10-core GPU option. The M3 CPU is the same for all versions, and that should be the case with the M4 as well. The M4 will be built on Apple's 3nm process, much like the M3. There won't be as big of a performance improvement between M3 and M4 as there was between M2 and M3 because there's no change in node size, but we can still expect modest GPU and CPU speed boosts. Design. Apple overhauled the MacBook Air design in 2022, and we're not expecting the design to be tweaked with the 2025 refresh. Apple often waits several years between design changes, and there are no rumors that there will be a refreshed look.
Next.
Apple is likely to stick with the 15.3 and 13.6-inch size options, and we can expect to see the same flat, MacBook Pro style body with Force Touch trackpad and display with notch. As of now, it looks like the 2025 MacBook Air refresh will be focused on internal updates. Launch date. According to Bloomberg's Mark Gurman, the MacBook Air will get an update in the spring of 2025. Spring starts on March 20th, 2025, and ends on June 20th, 2025.
All right. Next slide and next paragraph. So it says Apple reportedly developing OLED iPad mini for 2026. So I expected this year, but it's not going to happen. But let's see what it is. Apple has requested OLED display panels designed for the future iPad mini models. Its suppliers, ZDNet Korea reports. Read.
Samsung Display reportedly started developing sample 8-inch OLED panels for a future iPad mini last month, with plans to initiate mass production at its facility in Cheonan in the second half of 2025. The move is also apparently visible in Samsung's own supply chain in Korea. Samsung already supplies Apple with OLED panels for the new iPad Pro, which features a tandem design for improved brightness and power efficiency. The report adds that Apple will bring an OLED panel to the iPad Air alongside the iPad mini in 2026. Apple's plans to move the iPad mini and iPad Air to OLED displays is now widely rumored. Research firm Omdia believes that the iPad Air will gain an OLED display in 2026, with the iPad mini following in 2027, but Korea's ET News agrees with ZDNet that both models will be refreshed with OLED simultaneously in 2026, and there is a chance that Apple will delay bringing OLED to the 13-inch iPad Air until 2027. While the OLED iPad Air will retain an 11-inch display, the iPad mini's screen may grow from 8.3 to 8.7 inches in size. Unlike Apple's latest iPad Pro models, which feature two-stack low-temperature polycrystalline oxide (LTPO) OLED panels, the iPad mini and iPad Air may have single-stack low-temperature polycrystalline silicon (LTPS) panels, meaning that they may be dimmer and continue to lack promotion.
So next topic. Here are all the M3 Max still expected this year. What we mentioned like 2 months ago for March 9th. So please read.
Apple in March 2024 announced new 13-inch and 15-inch MacBook Air models, the first Mac updates of the year, featuring M3 series chips. But there are other Macs in Apple's lineup still to be updated to the latest M3 processors.
So where do the Mac Mini, Mac Studio, and Mac Pro fit into M3 roadmap for the year ahead? Here's what the latest rumors say. Next paragraph.
Mac Mini. Apple announced M2 and M2 Pro Mac Mini models in January 2023, which at the time of writing is over 400 days ago.
Next paragraph.
Bloomberg's Mark Gurman said in July that he believes a new Mac Mini won't emerge until late 2024 at the earliest, and we haven't heard any other rumors that move the dial since then. On the other hand, Apple may choose not to upgrade the Mac Mini this year and skip the M3 entirely. Approximately 26 months passed between the launch of the M1 Mac Mini and the update to the M2 Mac Mini. Going forward, Perhaps the company has an 18-month upgrade cycle in mind, which would mean we could see an M4 Mac Mini in the spring of 2025.
Next paragraph.
Mac Studio Apple updated the Mac Studio with M2 series chips in June 2023. Mac Studio models come with either the M2 Max or M2 Ultra chip, so logic would suggest we should expect equivalent M3 variants.
Next paragraph.
However, according to a January report by Taiwanese research firm TrendForce, a new Mac Studio model will launch in mid-2024 with a more powerful M3 Ultra chip than we might otherwise expect.
Next paragraph.
According to the report, the M3 Ultra chip will be fabricated with TSMC's N3 node, just like the A18 chip that is expected to debut in the iPhone 16 lineup later this year. This means it would be Apple's first N3 chip. N3 is an enhanced version of TSMC's 3nm process, offering slightly better performance and higher production and yield. A couple of days after the TrendForce report, Gurman said he believes Apple is working on a new Mac Studio that is likely to be offered with the as yet unannounced fourth variant of the M3 chip. This will, like previous generations, double the components of the Max version, meaning that it will feature up to 32 CPU cores and 80 GPU cores. Gurman says that it is likely to launch in the second half of 2024. Mac Pro. Along with the Mac Studio, Apple updated the Mac Pro with M2 series chips during WWDC in June 2023. The Mac Pro is only available in a single chip configuration, and currently ships with the M2 Ultra chip that's used in the Mac Studio.
Next paragraph.
Logically then, we should expect the next Mac Pro to receive an update to add the same M3 Ultra chip alongside the Mac Studio, just like it received the M2 Ultra chip last year. Like previous generations, this will likely double the components of the Max version, meaning that it will feature up to 32 CPU cores and 80 GPU cores. Indeed, Gurman thinks Apple is likely to refresh the Mac Pro with this new high-end chip in the second half of the year. Notably, he does not believe that Apple is likely to again abandon the machine after only 1 year.
Okay. So yeah, we'll get to this one in a moment on the next Maple Pro update. So yeah, moving on to the next topic. The exclusive next Galaxy Unpacked to happen in early July this month. July this year. So that's in 2 months away. That's before my birthday. So get to that details and the thoughts. So yeah. You may now read.
After announcing the Galaxy S24 and teasing the Galaxy Ring at the Galaxy Unpacked 2024 event last month, Samsung is getting ready to announce many new products at its next big event. We now have some juicy information about the company's next Galaxy Unpacked event and what to expect from it. Second Galaxy Unpacked 2024 event will happen in early July 2024. We can exclusively confirm that the next Galaxy Unpacked 2024 event will happen in early July 2024. The event could happen in the second week of the month, and since Galaxy Unpacked events usually happen on Wednesdays, it is possible that the next event will be held on July 10th. That is a few weeks earlier than Samsung's usual time frame for its second Galaxy Unpacked event. It's also the second time Samsung has moved up the launch of its new foldables in the last 2 years. The Z Fold 5 and Z Flip 5 were announced earlier than their predecessors as well.
Okay. Next paragraph.
Since the Olympics starts on July 26th, Samsung is holding its event before the athletic festival. Last year, Samsung held a Galaxy Unpacked event on July 26th, which was also a Wednesday. At the Galaxy Unpacked 2024 Part 2 event, Samsung will announce the Galaxy Z Flip 6 and the Galaxy Z Fold 6. Both phones will likely feature sleeker designs and the Snapdragon 8 Gen 3 for Galaxy processor. The company will focus on the topic of health during its event and launch the Galaxy Ring. The South Korean firm is one of the main sponsors of the Olympics 2024 event, and it could gift the Galaxy Ring and a Galaxy smartphone to all the participating athletes.
All right, next paragraph.
The company could also unveil the Galaxy Watch 7 series at the event, but we can't confirm anything about it yet. Some reports claim that Samsung is also making a pricier version of the Galaxy Z Fold 6 with a built-in S Pen slot and more premium materials. However, we don't have any credible information about it as of now.
Okay. Next slide and next topic. First impressions of the Galaxy are enough to get us excited. Read this one.
There's a lot of excitement for the Galaxy Ring. This is Samsung's first truly new wearable device in what seems like forever. It's also a glimpse of the future, showing us how the company intends to transform its health and fitness wearables in the years to come. Samsung merely teased the Galaxy Ring during last month's Unpacked event, but today it has provided a much closer look at MWC 2024. The company hasn't said anything about pricing or release, only that the Galaxy Ring will be available later this year. We sat down at a round table with Samsung's VP of Digital Health Dr. Han Pak to learn about the company's vision and strategy for its health platform. Naturally, the Galaxy Ring was central to the discussions, and prototypes were shown off during the session, but taking photos of the device wasn't allowed.
Next paragraph.
Only non-functional prototypes were shown off during the session. The Galaxy Ring units weren't powered on or connected to a phone. At most, you could only get a sense of what wearing the device would feel like, but even that might change, as Samsung pointed out on several occasions that the product is still evolving. For example, the Galaxy Ring was shown off in ceramic black, platinum silver, and gold finishes, fashioned from a plastic shell. It wasn't confirmed if the final version would be metal plated for a more premium feel. There's plastic on the inside as well that's packed with sensors and modules. No explanations as yet from Samsung about how the sizing process is going to work, but we do know that it's available in sizes 5 through 13.
Okay. Next paragraph.
The Galaxy Ring felt super light and comfortable to wear, which is good as the ring is meant to be kept on at all times. Going to sleep with a smartwatch doesn't feel as comfortable, and the ring, which aims to provide enhanced sleep tracking, addresses the comfort issue. The device itself has a more concave shape, which is a thoughtful choice from Samsung as it will avoid surface scratches. Pak spent a fair bit of time talking about the ring's new sleep tracking features. It offers 4 that aren't available on the Galaxy Watch devices, including respiratory rate, heart, night movement, and sleep latency tracking. Samsung will sprinkle some machine learning fairy dust on this data to prepare a vitality score that provides a comprehensive overview of your sleep quality.
Next paragraph.
The ring measures a lot of other stuff too, from steps to movement, blood oxygen, skin temperature, and period tracking. It's a comprehensive.
But I already read it. We already read it. Next paragraph. Now read it.
Samsung envisages a future where your phone, watch, ring, and even fridge work in tandem to provide connected care without friction at the individual device level. It's a noble pursuit that heavily depends on how right Samsung gets the execution of its first smart ring. As things stand, it all looks very promising.
All right. So get to the details. Um. uh, Next topic. Even more Galaxy Fit 3 feature leak ahead. Features leak ahead of launch. Please read.
Samsung is almost ready to launch the Galaxy Fit 3, more than 3 years after launching the Galaxy Fit 2. Last month, all of the main features and design of the Galaxy Fit 3 were leaked due to a slip-up from Samsung. Now, even more features and specifications of the Galaxy Fit 3 have been revealed ahead of its official announcement. Galaxy Fit 3 features and specifications leaked. The folks over at the Tech Outlook have managed to get their hands on the staff training material pertaining to the Galaxy Fit 3, revealing all its features. The Galaxy Fit 3 has a 1.6-inch AMOLED screen with 256 x 402 pixels resolution and 302 pixel density. It has an aluminum body and a 2.5D curved glass protection for the screen. It has an IP68 rating for dust and water resistance and 5 ATM durability. The upcoming fitness tracker has a full touchscreen display and one side button.
Next paragraph.
It doesn't run Wear OS like the Galaxy Watch 4 or newer smartwatch from Samsung does. So, it isn't compatible with third-party apps and watch faces. It has 16 megabytes of RAM and 256 megabytes of internal storage. It is powered by a 208-minute SAW battery and can last up to 13 days on a single charge. It features a wristband that can be easily detached with a one-click mechanism.
And then these are the specs. This from displays, size and weight, material, aluminum body, glass display, 2.5D display. Yeah, and UI full touch, full slouch, one side button, 16 MB memory, 256 millibyte. So durability, that's a water resistant, IP68 water resistant, 208 milliamp hour battery, up to 13 days typical. And the color is gray, silver, pink, gold, and strap, one click strap. Workout 100 mode, 6 auto tracking. So yeah, even fitness health tracker, just like on the Samsung Galaxy Watch series has, like the Galaxy Watch 5 and 6, Galaxy Watch 6. So yeah. So next paragraph.
The Galaxy Fit 3 has Samsung Health, and it features 101 workout modes and can track 6 of those workouts automatically. It tracks the user's blood oxygen levels, daily activity, exercise, heart rate, steps, stress, and workouts. It can also track sleep duration and quality to offer a sleep score. Users can then try out Samsung's sleep coaching suggestions to improve sleep quality and overall wellness. This goes in line with Samsung's aim to improve sleep quality detection and improvement suggestions. All this data is synced with the Samsung Health app on a paired Android smartphone or tablet.
Next paragraph.
Other features on the Galaxy Fit 3 include fall detection and emergency SOS. When a user falls during the workout, the Galaxy Fit 3 can detect it and ask if they need help with contacting emergency contacts. With the emergency SOS feature, users can press the side button 5 times and select the SOS feature to contact family members and send them their location. but this feature will only work when there is a paired phone in the range. All the settings of the Galaxy Fit 3 are synced to the paired phone for easier backup and restore. The Galaxy Fit 3 can also be used as a remote shutter for the camera on a paired smartphone. It can also be used to control music playback and help find a misplaced phone. Modes can also be synced with the paired smartphone.
Okay, next paragraph. So before I do that, key improvements: design, tracking, and monitoring. More workout tracking. So Fit 2 and Fit 3, 90 and 101.6 auto detection, durability, plastic on aluminum. More watch faces. Fit 2 and Fit 3. 11 continuous monitoring. Advanced sleep coaching. So 4-stage sleep analysis. Snoring detection, blood oxygen, sleep monitoring, and sleep coaching. Fault detection, which is new. Emergency SOS is new. Press 5 times. Find my device worry-free. Bilateral bilateral finding. So, next paragraph.
Compared to the Galaxy Fit 2, the upcoming fitness band from Samsung is 46% bigger and 10% thinner. It has a better screen, more workout tracking, a more rugged design, fall detection, emergency SOS, find my device, and advanced sleep coaching.
Okay. So I already read this before. So that's all. Oh yes. Next topic. Cheaper and thinner. Samsung Galaxy Z Fold 6 couldn't be canceled. So please read.
As usual, Samsung will launch Galaxy Z Flip 6 and Galaxy Z Fold 6 in the second half of this year. However, there has been a lot of confusion regarding the Galaxy Z Fold 6 and its possible variations. Some reports claim that Samsung will launch a cheaper, fan edition, Galaxy Z Fold 6, while others claim the South Korean firm will launch a Galaxy Z Fold 6 Ultra, possibly with better cameras. A new report claims the cheaper Galaxy Z Fold 6 could be cancelled.
Cheaper Samsung Galaxy Z Fold 6 without S Pen complete compatibility reportedly canceled. Next paragraph.
According to a new report from the ELEC, Samsung is re-examining its plans to launch a cheaper Galaxy Z Fold 6 this year. The South Korean firm reportedly planned to launch the cheaper Galaxy Z Fold 6 alongside the standard Galaxy Z Fold 6. However, it is said to have lacked the digitizer required for S Pen functionality, which means it lacked S Pen compatibility. The company is said to have recently completed the testing of the device, featuring an IPX8 rating and 200,000 folds rating, but it wasn't any thinner than foldable phones from rival Chinese firms. The mass production of Galaxy Z Fold 6 components is scheduled to start this month.
All right. Next.
Due to insufficient product differentiation and market uncertainties, Samsung reportedly plans to cancel its launch. Per the report, only the standard Galaxy Z Flip 6 and Galaxy Z Fold 6 will be launched.
And next paragraph.
Cheaper Galaxy Z Flip 7 could be launched in 2025 according to the report. Samsung planned.
Oh wait, I mean last paragraph. Sorry, the last paragraph. Okay. Last paragraph.
Cheaper Galaxy Z Flip 7 could be launched in 2025 according to the report. Samsung plans to launch a cheaper Galaxy Z Flip 7 version next year. While the company's overall smartphone market share is less than 1% in China, its foldable smartphone market share is in the double digits. So, Samsung is trying to increase its market share with cheaper foldable phones. Samsung MX CEO T.M. Rowe said that over 100 million foldable phones could be shipped annually in the next 5 years. However, the company has fallen behind in the race. Foldable phones from Chinese firms have bigger and brighter screens, bigger camera sensors, bigger batteries, and faster charging. The company plans to be more competitive by releasing the Galaxy Z Fold 6 with better cameras, a thinner body, and improved durability.
Okay. So that is it. So anyways, that's going to be this for a quick video. Anyways, that's going to be this for this Sunday's live stream, because I know the video is so long, because yeah, and plus I got to make sure, because of we have been run out of some of the limits of this time limits, because I know this video is so long, so long in this video. So I'm sorry, we apologize, so I have to cut this video out. So we're gonna have more details about this. So let's not worry about that. So we'll get to that on details on the next Sunday's live stream about it for the next topic. All right. So yeah. So like and comment and subscribe, and let me know about it. You can subscribe to my 3 channels: the Privacy J Productions 1, 2, and 3, and of my content. All of my social medias will let you know all about it. Facebook, my name is Jaden Garcia, and Instagram is JTech727, and Snapchat is Scoots0727, and follow me on X is Privacy J NYC1. So thanks for watching, and peace out.